Test the bearing deflection. Remove the bellows and use the bearing tester fork, part number 3706055, and a dial indicator to test the bearings for less than 0.003 of an inch deflection. Lubricate the bearings. To thoroughly clean the shafts, spray the two shafts with spray lubricant, then run the carriage back and forth the full range of travel. This will carry the lubricant into the bearings. Using a clean rag, wipe the excess lubricant from the shafts. Run the carriage back and forth the full range of travel and wipe the shafts. Repeat until shafts are dry to the feel. Lubricate the cross-slide adjusting lead screws. Wipe and re-lube with Never Seize the vertical and horizontal alignment shafts and lead screws every 6 months. Rotate the shafts through their full range of motion. Look on our website for videos on how to adjust or replace the cross-slide assembly, www.foleyunited.com. Adjust the dovetail gib. Check for movement by pushing on the relief finger side to side with 20 pounds of force. Tighten the gib set screws on the side so there is no free play in the dovetail slide. Make sure the knob assembly for adjusting the relief finger to the grinding wheel is rotatable by hand. The gib adjustment should be sufficient to maintain a rigid position of the reel finger. Check the knob assembly rotating tension by checking the tightness of the nylon plug to the knob assembly threads. The tightness has to be sufficient so the knob assembly does not rotate during relief grinding. Wipe and re-lube the grinding wheel diameter adjusting lead screw every 3 months. Wipe off the extra lubricant. Take up any free play between the knob assembly, reel finger slide, and the 3/8 inch threaded split shaft collar. If squealing occurs, adjust the belt tension. The left side grinding wheel knob must be removed for belt tensioning adjustment. Remove the 6 screws on the belt cover. Some models will have a hose bracket and/or a tube clamp attached with the screws. The proper belt tension can be tested by pushing down on the poly V belt halfway between the 2 pulleys with 5 pounds of force. The belt should move less than 0.012 of an inch. Loosen the 4 socket head cap screws that attach the motor and adjust belt tension by pushing down on the motor. Hold the motor in place and retighten the 4 socket head set screws that attach the motor. Reattach the 6 screws that hold the belt cover in place. And finally, replace the grinding wheel knob. To align the index finger locking pin to the hole in the index finger assembly, loosen the 2 socket head cap screws so the index sensor block is movable. Push down on the index finger assembly until the spring-loaded index finger locks into the hole with no binding. Retighten the 2 socket head screws. For the proximity switch to perform properly and reverse the direction of the carriage at each end of the rails, a distance of 3/16 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch needs to be maintained between the carriage proximity flag bracket and the proximity switch. If the in-feed switch sticks and does not return immediately when released, replace the switch with part number 3707713.